Here we are on the start of the TT electric bike race, and off goes Mark.
Basically, the only way I could start this is just to say that I knew that there was going to be some trouble here. The only thing I could really come up with, the only way I was going to beat him on this, he was riding the new bike, I'm on the old bike from last year, and a couple weeks before the races got going, got a call from Michael Siss, and he says, we're not sure if the new bike's going to work. We're not, it's supposed to be better on paper, but it's not, it's never been ridden, and we think that the old bike's going to do the business. So we should put you on the old bike to make sure it works. Well, the new bike is actually considerably better. The 2011 Motor Siss bike is lighter, it's faster, it's got more energy reserve, and it handles better. So after practice, I knew that we were going to be in for a little bit of trouble. So I was thinking, the only thing I can do is try to conserve some battery and let him catch me, jump in behind him on the draft, and see if I can't conserve some energy by reducing the wind resistance. And at the end, hopefully, after he tows me around, I get to the top of hill with rise, make a break, there's a bit of a chess match now. You can't use the thing up. I mean, you can't go full blast. It's half throttle the whole lap. And I was hoping that at the very least, I would have enough reserve in the tank to get to the line, kind of like a Tour de France thing where they make a break right at the end. I tried my best. We got down the hill, at the top of the hill, going down the hill, and I made a break for it, hoping that maybe he would use a little bit too much juice chasing me at that point. And not that he wouldn't finish, I wanted him to finish only second. So the other thing is I didn't want him to break the 100-mile-an-hour mark. So.
I was just dying to go quicker, hold it flat out, but obviously we can't do that because of how long the battery lasts. Into Balagari, and that corner is so fast. Just kept tucked in, didn't shut off, it was about half throttle and through there, but must have been about 130 through there. Into Crosby, another fast, scary corner. Bike handled perfectly to these fast corners. It was really good, kept real tucked in. And I think I just got the first couple of glimpses of Mark by this point.
So here comes Michael Rutter passing me. At this point, he actually had a little bit of steam, and I'm like, I'm going to have to use a little bit of battery to keep up with that bike because it was really fast. I've got to do it. I cannot lose this draft. Here is a section where I couldn't really draft him too much because even at the slower speeds of the electric bikes, we're still doing probably about 100 to 120-ish around in and out of some of these corners. So you got to have the visibility. You just cannot be a foot off of his rear wheel and be able to safely negotiate those curves because you just can't see. So if you can see, I'm kind of popping out of the bubble, and I'm looking left and right, and I'm actually trying to look beyond him to make sure that I don't time it wrong.
Mark, he's lifting his helmet up there just to look over the top of me, getting very close, which was a bit worrying, but I didn't know anything about it. These section of corners coming up on this bike, they were fantastic. The real fast corners, very flowing, and bike handled so well through these.
Nice hard braking area. I was able to get some knee down there and scrape the knee puck, get back up on him. Again, I'm using a little bit of reserve. White wall. Yeah. It's cool about the TT, these real roads things, is they're so everything's so close to you that you've got this relative speed right in your helmet. I mean, it's nothing like a short circuit to sprint race where, you know, the gravel tracks are far away and the fans are pulled far away from the racetrack. This is like right on top of your elbows, and this is the coolest video I've ever seen to show how close we get to some of this stuff. You can see we're almost brushing, you know, the grass and stuff.
All this section, you've got to be so careful that you can run wide, and especially out of this corner here. You see, obviously Mark's pulled right up to me. And this is coming towards the first commentary box now. This is when we get a bit of an idea how we do it. You know, if we're on line to do this 100 mile an hour lap. Very important corner now. Out of here, you've got to get these right and left, and then keep it dead smooth. Because you've got front of body straight, which is very fast part of the track again now. So really, I'm just trying to keep about 135 miles an hour down here, and just try and keep it dead smooth, get it tucked in. Got fast left-hander at the end of here, which is really scary into here, but the bike was fantastic because, like, this part here.
This is a really cool fast section. Mike was riding really good. He had a lot of corner speed through all these big fast sweepers, and you know, it's basically all I could do. You can see I'm in a full tuck here. It's basically all I could do to just keep with them.
And this corner here, real fast. As you can see, Mark's like looking at that now. It's, you know, quite well. Both of them are handling fantastically.
And off of this corner, his bike really accelerated well here, and that's all I could do, really, just to get back in there, dude, you know, get that draft. Coming up to Kirk Michael, which is the village. Hard braking, making sure you just trail brake nicely in there. Mike's looks like he's hauling butt right there. I love it. Now this is where the Kirk Michael is. It's quite cool because it's just through a village. I mean, it's literally through houses and pubs, and you get the most incredible sensation of speed right through this. It's very dark, all the trees hanging over the circuit, and on a real sunny day it's very difficult to pick out the curves on each side. It wasn't too bad on this race. You can see what the problem we had was obviously with the electric bikes and with these silence, and you get a lot of birds, and
think rabbits run out of us at this point.
This is coming up to the famous Block Bridge, the jump. And you'll see him catch a little bit of air, and you can see me catch a little bit of air, and I'll tell you, it's good fun. I was enjoying this.
It's just a Block Bridge now. This is very difficult to get stopped for, and obviously the bike jumped to the area, which he didn't tell me, but told me not to jump it, but it handled that quite well. This is one of the faster parts of the track, so I want to try and get good speed track time into the straight here.
He was instructed to go fast. I'm instructed to go flat out and use a little battery up, try to get the radar and set some records, you know, this new electric bike stuff. There he goes. He's on the gas. There's nothing I could do. I'm flat out. I don't know what he's doing. He said he had more in the tank than he's used at Solby Straight, which he did 149 mile an hour, I believe. Check him out. He's gone.
So I had to start to shut the throttle off a bit just for the end of the straight. The speed trap's about now, and I had to shut off before then.
Hard braking. I'm just trying to do the very best I can. You can see him in the sights right up there. I'm like just as deep as I could possibly go to make up that ground to get back in that draft without using too much energy. So just barely made that corner. I'm on the gas. Again, I'm going to use a little bit more reserve than I would normally do out of these corners since I do not lose the draft.
Bike was very good for these parts. It was no problem at all, but very bumpy sections. The TT course for about 2 miles, 3 miles. The circuit, you'll see Mark's head bouncing down, the rear suspension on my bike overworking. At this point, I didn't think Mark was behind me. I was just doing my own thing, trying to be dead smooth. I didn't think he'd be far away, but I didn't realise it was close.
Had a nice line in here. He just kind of just threw it in that corner. Pretty good. Nice to see. It's not very often you get to ride this close to another guy, especially somebody with the quality of Michael Rutter. He's one of the best riders in the world, in my opinion. It's just good fun just to be able to watch him and you know, kind of try to keep up.
On the square Ramsey, we're trying to get stopped. I losing a lot of time. You see Mark just pulling up behind me, virtually in his way.
Hard braking, hard braking. I believe this is going into Ramsey, close to Ramsey. Don't hit the back of him, idiot. You don't want to be that guy and take us both out. Can you imagine what a moron I would be if I smashed into the back of Mike Rutter and took both the Motor Sys bikes out on the electric bike race?
This is coming up